In today's video, guys, I'm going to be telling you the absolute best way to unlock Dark Aether in Call of Duty Cold War in Zombies. It's actually really easy. I've been using one strategy for a fairly long time now, and I've been able to get a lot of guns, diamond and gold, really quickly, practically in one game. So it's really easy to do. Let's just hop straight into it. You guys can see I'm Prestige 5, level 102. I've been spending a lot of time playing Zombies the past couple of days because honestly I like it more than multiplayer. But anyways, let's get into the very first thing, which of course is making your class. So when making your class, there is one thing you want to look for, and that is going to be these spotlights. Now there's three different spotlights: the mounted, the tiger, and the ember spotlight. Now each of these spotlights actually increase the amount of salvage you get whenever you kill a zombie. Now I actually did a test, and I'm going to go further into a test in another video, but in terms of how much blue and how much green you actually get for each of these, it varies. And some people say that you can get more blue using a certain one or more green using a certain one. In a way that's true, but at the same time not really. So in terms of which ones you should use, for this specific gun, the RPD, while I was using it, I got 1,250 green and 0 blue with the mounted flashlight by round 6. With the tiger flashlight, I got 1,100 green and 50 blue, and with the ember spotlight, I got 1,000 green and 40 blue. So obviously tiger would be the best one to use for the RPD, which is what I actually use in this video on my gun. And then I also tested this on another gun called the Stoner, and I did not get the exact same results. So that means it's different for every single gun, but we'll go through that in another video like I said. So before we actually get into the actual Zombies game, you guys obviously know the hardest part of actually unlocking Diamond and Dark Aether in this game, and that's going to be leveling up your gun. I'm going to tell you guys the best way to level up your gun without double XP and double weapon XP right now. The number one best way to level up your gun is going to be playing Fireteam Dirty Bomb. Now, I just started playing this recently. It's really not that hard to play. You can either play objective or you guys can just farm for kills. Now, I kind of do both. If I can tell my team is not going to win, I just start farming for kills. But if I can tell I get a pretty decent team, and in the first half of the game, we're in like second or third place or even first, then of course you guys are going to try to win the game. But all you guys really need to do is just camp around this gigantic map and just get kills. Every time you kill an enemy, you obviously get points, and when you down an enemy and kill them after that, you also get points. And you guys will level your gun up so much from actually playing this game mode. It is insane. By the end of this, I managed to level up my gun from level 17 to 23 in one game without double XP, anything. So it's obviously the best way to level up your gun. Before, I used to play Zombies to level my gun up, which was obviously wrong. So if you guys want to level your gun up, play this, and if you have XP tokens, pop them on and you guys will level up your gun in no time. Anyways, let's hop into Zombies and start this thing off. So obviously, first round. The first thing you guys are going to want to do is wait until all the zombies get into the play area. This is very crucial, so then you guys can get obviously more equipment and more salvage drops. So you guys can see I'm just going to wait for them to get into the area, and then of course you guys are only going to want to aim for their head and just get critical kills. Now the reason why is because obviously you get a lot more points. You guys get 90 points for a regular elimination and 115 for a critical. So once you get 100 kills, you'll either have 9,000 points or you'll have 11,500. There's a difference there that is pretty significant that will definitely help you guys out, especially if you want to get through all of the basic stuff very, very quickly. So for the first couple of rounds, wait until all the zombies get into the play area, only aim for their head, try to get as many criticals as you can, and try to get up to $10,000 in the starting area. For me, normally, I get to about 10,000. As you guys can see, I'm at $13,000 now in the starting area by about round 6. So by the time round 6 is about to end, keep like 2 zombies with you, and you just want to go follow the exact same route you would normally take to get to the power while playing zombies, and all you want to do is go set up the Pack-a-Punch, and don't forget to lay down on every perk machine so you guys can get 100 essence extra, because obviously that will help you guys out, and some of you might even be able to Pack-a-Punch this round as well. Obviously that will help you out complete the Pack-a-Punch challenge for the camos for your gun. So just make your way all the way down to the power, set up the Pack-a-Punch, go through the Aether stuff and all of that kind of crap, and then once you're done setting up the Pack-a-Punch, we're going to get into the Easter egg. Alright, so now that you guys have gotten the Pack-a-Punch part and you forged the machine, go and run right over here and lay down. There's going to be an orb that will spawn in. All you're going to want to do is shoot this. You're going to have to shoot 4 other orbs as well after exiting out of the Aether. So you guys can see that one orb pops up. Just quickly shoot it. There will be another orb on the ceiling just in the corner over there. And if you guys want to, follow the exact same route I'm going just because it makes things a little easier. There's another one sitting right here. And now the last two orbs are also pretty simple to hit, but they're kind of hard to see. For example, this one is in a zombies barricade, so pretty much just spam shoot in this top corner right there, and hopefully you'll end up hitting it. And then the final orb is going to be right up here near the armor station, and you're just going to want to shoot through the floor, and you'll see that little orb right there, and you'll be teleported back inside the Aether and with the Coffin dance Easter egg. If you guys didn't get teleported into this like I am, then just go back to that barricade. You probably missed that one, or you missed one of the other ones, but pretty much all you guys are going to want to do is just wait until this Easter egg ends, and then once it ends, there's going to be a box that you can open up. Now, this pretty much guarantees you a legendary weapon 100% of the time, and most of the time you will end up getting the ray gun, but sometimes you won't, and you'll just get a regular legendary gun. Now, while I was doing this, I did not get the ray gun, and honestly, that is perfectly okay because I'm trying to do camo challenges and I really don't need the ray gun. Of course, it would help a little bit with the big guys, but still, it's fine. So, like I said, you pretty much want to wait until this Easter egg is done, and then once the box turns golden, that little smiley face on there will be gold. Pretty much open up the box, pick up your free juggernaut, pick up all of the salvage that drops, and any of the equipment that you want, and then pick up whatever gun drops, most likely the ray gun, but it really could just be anything. Those two zombies you were training obviously will have died and a dog round will start, and hopefully you still have like 4.5k, and then after the dog round you could pretty much just pack a punch your weapon right away, and then after that make your way over to the armor station and go and upgrade your weapon. If you have enough, upgrade it to a rare. Sadly I did not, so I only upgraded it to an uncommon for now, but don't worry, it will be legendary in a few rounds. So after this, pretty much your main goal right now is to farm as many points as you can, and of course while doing this you want to aim for the head of the zombies 24/7. You want to get as many criticals as you can. Try to end the game with getting like the exact same amount of criticals. Even though that is one of the hardest things to do in this game, it is still pretty simple. So try your best to do that. And when it comes to the big guys, obviously you want to get rid of them as fast as possible. So whatever gun you have, whichever one is more powerful, obviously my legendary gun that I got from the Easter egg is more powerful. I'm going to kill the big guy with that gun. And then once the Megaton splits, you guys have two options. You can either kill each of them with your main gun that you're trying to get gold or diamond with, or what you guys can do is use the more powerful gun to actually just nerf their health all the way down to like 2 shots, and then take out the gun that you're trying to kill them with and then just shoot them like 5 times and they'll die a lot quicker. Obviously you guys, if you have the ray gun, that will be a great solution because you could just shoot them like twice with the ray gun and then shoot like 5 bullets from your main gun and they'll both be dead, and you'll get the elite kills on the gun that you want. So that'll obviously help out with elites on every single round. And then once you finish killing those zombies, make your way back down to the Deadshot room and go and purchase Deadshot. This will be your best friend along with Decoy grenades. Deadshot obviously just helps you guys aim straight for the zombie's head every single time, so that whenever you shoot, you'll pretty much get a critical kill no matter what. And then in the next round, hopefully you guys can find a decoy on the ground because they're truly your best friend other than Deadshot, of course. All you guys are going to want to do is throw that decoy down, and then the trick that I always use is just spam shoot and then literally just keep clicking the button to aim in and aim out of your sight. And pretty much every single time it'll just aim straight for the zombie's head and you'll get criticals 24/7. And you're going to want to do this as much as you possibly can, and pretty much by the end of the game you will have like the exact same amount of criticals as you do kills. So obviously that helps out a lot. And then hopefully by the end of that round you guys will have enough to double pack-a-punch your weapon and upgrade your gun from rare to epic, or to a rare gun if you guys already had enough for that. But anyways, at this point, you guys now have a double pack-a-punched gun. You also have it as rare, and you might have the ray gun or another legendary gun as the other one in your gun slot. So the next perk you're going to want to go and buy at this point is going to be Stamina Up, obviously, so you can run a lot faster. I'm using an LMG, so I'm going to need something to make me move a little bit faster, so Stamina Up is obviously going to help me with that. And then from this point, you guys just want to keep on grinding those kills out, continue to buy your perks, but the first thing that you guys are going to want to do is triple pack-a-punch your gun. These 3 perks that you have are pretty much the only ones you'll need for the first few rounds. You won't need to really have any other perks after that. Obviously, you will end up buying all of your other perks in just a few short rounds, but having a triple pack-a-punch gun will really help you speed through these first few rounds before round 20 really quickly. Like, you could see how fast I took down the big guy right there. Obviously, my gun is only double pack-a-punched, so if you guys did have a triple pack-a-punched gun, you'd be able to absolutely obliterate these elite zombies really quickly. Obviously, I am right now, but still, you'd be able to do it a lot faster with a triple pack-a-punched gun, so by the time it gets to like round 25, you're still absolutely destroying everything, and at that point, you guys will also have all of your perks. And then comes the dog rounds. Now, these used to be my worst rounds. I used to hate dog rounds because I just hate the dogs in these games. But if you come and just sit in one spot, pretty much anywhere on the map, this is where I usually sit, every dog will just spawn directly in front of you, and you could pretty much just shoot them twice and they will all die. And especially during a solo game like you're playing right now, it just makes things go by a lot quicker because all the dogs will just run to you. And there's other spots on this map where literally all of the dogs will spawn in the exact same spot. So you could pretty much just aim down sights in one location and kill everything at once. After playing through a few more rounds, I got to round 18 and I had enough essence to triple pack-a-punch my gun. So I went and did that, and I also had enough blue to go and upgrade it to an epic gun. Now, of course, you might have enough to get a legendary at this point, but most likely you won't. For me, usually by around level 25 or around 25, I will have enough points, but now that I have a triple pack-a-punched gun, I could spend all of my money buying the rest of my perks. So as you guys can see, I'm a little bit short, so I'm not going to bother to stay here. I'm just going to go up and play another round or so and make my way over to the perk machine after that and purchase all the other perks that I need to. Every round before round 40, I would suggest not purchasing elemental pop unless you're just trying to do a high round attempt, but if you're trying to unlock dark ether, I would suggest just sticking with upgrading your ammo mods on your actual gun. Usually the one I purchase is either going to be dead wire or napalm burst. I don't think it's called dead wire in this game, but that's what I like to call it. But yeah, I would suggest purchasing one of those instead of actually getting elemental pop because it's just a little bit better. Plus, you don't have to worry about brain rots if you guys want to train a zombie. It just helps out a little bit more. And don't forget, every time there is an exfil available, you guys will get well over 100 blue completely for free. So that will definitely help you guys out in terms of getting your gun to a legendary. So it's now around 22. We have a triple pack-a-punched gun. It is epic. We have all of the perks we need. Now we're ready to just start farming kills away, getting criticals, and pretty much just unlocking dark ether. So guys, at this point, round 25 is just about to end, and I just have almost enough to actually upgrade my gun to a legendary. So I bring all of my zombies down here, the last two that I have, and then boom, I go and upgrade my gun to a legendary because obviously the exfil gives me a bonus ton of blue. I don't even know the exact amount. It's close to 200, so that definitely helps you guys out. So if you have right around 800 blue, by the time it's round 25, make sure you bring like the last zombie right down to that armor station, kill it right then and there. The exfil will launch, and then you guys can just go and upgrade your gun to a legendary, and now you have a fully maxed out gun, and it's the start of round 26, and you also have all of your perks, so you guys are pretty much ready to go, and you should have a ray gun or another legendary gun as your secondary weapon. So you guys are pretty much set to go on for a higher round approach. I'm just going to give you guys a few more tips to make sure you guys can last to like round 50 every single game. One thing I like to do sometimes is pop my Aether Shroud and just completely take out the big guy in like 2 seconds. Only do this if you guys know you're not going to be going down at some of these lower rounds. If you guys know you are going to go down, then that's probably not the best idea because then you guys are going to go down, and if you don't have a self-revive, you're kind of screwed. I went down a couple rounds ago just because it's really easy to get caught with zombies and get stuck on something, especially in the starting location, which is obviously where you should be training. It's the best spot to train in the entire game. It's super simple. And another little tip that you guys should know while doing this, never open the door to my right over here. Right over there, you never want to open it just because when there's a dog around or you're just playing zombies normally, the zombies won't spawn from there. They'll have to run all the way inside through the building and come out of another door, so it just takes out another spawn point for them, just so that it makes things easier for you. Also, once you guys hit around 60,000 points or more, you can now triple pack-a-punch your secondary gun, going from literally the first pack-a-punch all the way to the third one in one go. So if you don't like the secondary weapon you got, let's say you didn't get the ray gun like I did, I got the AK-47U. I'm not a huge fan of this gun, so go and hit the box. At this point, you'll only be getting epic and legendary guns from the box anyways. So go and hit the box. Hopefully you get the die machine, the ray gun, or the gallo, because those are the best guns that you could pretty much get for a secondary, and those guns will help you take down the health from the big guy, and it's to split elite zombies very, very quickly. So lucky for me, I was able to actually get the Gallo from the box. So what I did is I grabbed the Gallo, went downstairs, triple pack-a-punched it, and went on with my rounds. Here's a perfect example of why Dead Wire is one of the best ammo mods you can have at higher rounds. When you shoot, it'll do a significant amount of damage to the zombies, but it won't actually kill them. So that means it's easier for you guys once you get to round 30, 40, or 50 to just kill them a lot quicker. Because yeah, you have a triple pack-a-punched gun, but once you get to the higher rounds, that still won't be extremely strong. So having Dead Wire or Napalm Burst, in my opinion, those are two of the best ones you can get, will just take down their health by like half, and then you can easily kill them by just aiming at the head, obviously doing the strategy I told you, holding down shoot, and then aiming in and out of your ADS as much as you possibly can, and then you guys will be pretty much good to go every single round. And of course, when nukes come along, don't get them until the very end of the round, just so then you can kill all of the zombies that are around you, because it'll just take those all away, only for about 400 or 500 essence. And then of course, during higher rounds, you want to get those nukes as fast as possible, because the zombies will be extremely hard to kill. And if you're wondering why I've been holding Molotovs the entire game, is because they're also really helpful at high rounds. They won't kill the zombies, but they'll take down a lot of their health. As you're going to see right now, I throw a Molotov, and I only get like 1 or 2 kills, and then I turn around, and then I can just fully spray at all of the zombies, and they will all just get completely wrecked, because obviously they're burning. Just like with Napalm Burst, they'll just lose a lot of their health, and they obviously won't die. And the same thing happens with C4s, Semtexes, and frag grenades at much higher rounds. So if you see any of that equipment on the ground, pick it up and just throw it, and then they'll just lose a lot of health, and then you guys can just destroy everyone around you. And then here's another example of why the Gallo and the ray gun are useful. You guys can see I have 2 elites right here. I already have the Gallo Diamond, but I'm just using it to take down the health of these zombies so I can conserve the ammo in the LMG. I'm trying to get gold right now. So I shoot them down as much as I can with the Gallo, and then I take out my main gun and I shoot them with it just so I can get those elite kills, and it just makes everything a lot easier, so I don't have to spend too much time with my main gun, especially since the Gallo does more damage. And then once you start to get to rounds closer to round 40 or 50, you're going to start to realize the zombies have a lot of health. And if at this point you really just want to end the round, what you guys can do is kind of as a safety is just have a Hellstorm or a cruise missile is what they call it now, just to take out all of the zombies in the area, especially if you're getting cornered. Take that crap out right away, and then if you need to, if a nuke spawns like it did for me, you could pretty much just take out everything and be down to a couple of zombies, so you can go buy whatever you need to if you went down or something like that and you don't have your Aether Shroud available. It's just definitely a great thing to have as a safety, and it's only like 200 blue, I believe, so at this point you really could just use it whenever you want, by like 1 every round. Another strategy I tend to use a lot at high rounds is the Decoy Molotov strategy. This one is also extremely useful. Pretty much what you do is get a train going of zombies, and then all you guys are going to want to do after that is throw the Molotov at the zombies so they start burning. Once you do that, then throw the decoy grenade down, and then after that, you can pretty much just kill all of the zombies. Now, the reason why you throw the Molotov first is because sometimes what will end up happening is the Molotov that you throw will end up destroying the decoy, making it useless, and all of the zombies will just start charging you right after that. So that's why you guys want to throw the Molotov first to start burning them to reduce their health, then throw the decoy grenade down afterwards, so then you can kill them all really, really quickly. It's super useful on high rounds, and you guys can see even when using a C4, I only got 4 kills. It knocked down a bunch of zombies, but it didn't kill them, it just reduced their health. So equipment at these levels really helps out just to take their health down, and then it'll be at like half health or maybe a third of their health, and then you guys can just go and kill them all extremely fast. At this point in time, we're around 44, we have almost 2,600 kills and 1,500 criticals. You guys may even have more criticals than I do at this point, but as you guys are going to see in a second here, when I throw a C4, it barely kills any of the zombies, or it at least kills a significant amount, but most of them just get knocked down on the ground. So at this point, you guys are going to start to buy monkey bombs and then throw those things around instead of decoys. Even though decoys are still great, monkey bombs will just do a little bit more damage to help you guys out. So at this point, the Gallo sort of became useless to me. I was never using it, so I decided to swap it out, and lucky for me, I got the Die Machine. The Die Machine is extremely useful because, of course, it has that ability where it could just gather the zombies' souls, I guess, and pretty much that just reduces the damage a lot on all of the zombies. So when I'm training, I just go ahead and use the Die Machine and just start sucking everything up and then the zombies go down by a lot of health, and then I can use my main gun to just finish them off and get a bunch of kills. So at round 50, I decided to end off my game at a nice round number. So at this point, I decided to exfil. Now, obviously, you guys want to exfil instead of quitting the match or just dying out because you have a chance to get a lot more XP. So what you guys are going to want to do to prepare yourself is obviously go ahead and grab yourself a chopper gunner, grab some monkey bombs, and save up your salvage for round 50 because you'll need it. You guys could see I ran out of it. And then of course switch your guns to brain rot so then you guys can have another zombie helping you guys out. And then when it comes to actually exfilling, this is where it's going to get very, very challenging for you, especially on round 50. Now, killing all of the regular zombies, that's not that hard. Throw a monkey bomb down, take out your chopper gunner, and eliminate them really quickly. The hard part, though, is the big guy, and this is what usually happens when I try to exfil. Lucky for you guys, when only doing it solo, you only have to kill like 56 enemies, which isn't that bad. But the big guy will most likely be your last enemy, so while in your chopper gunner, try to find him and kill him as fast as possible. Now, when I was doing this, I just could not see him. I don't know why, but I could not find him when I was using the chopper gunner. I pretty much killed every other enemy except for the big guy, which kind of annoyed me. You guys can see I have 5 hostiles remaining. There he is. And then I had to kill that last zombie right there, and now all I needed to do was kill the big guy, and of course, I just could not. So I managed to fail the exfil while I still had 40 seconds remaining, which kinda sucks. I did manage to take down the big guy though and turn him into the 2 elite zombies, which would have helped with my challenges because by the time it was round 50, I still had to kill another like 4 more elites, I believe. But you guys can see I managed to take him down, but the 2 split zombies, that's pretty much the end of it. The chopper is going down. There was no way I was going to take these out. So like I said, when you guys have your chopper gunner, make sure you take out the big guy as fast as possible and try to take out the elites very quickly too. Maybe even before you guys use your chopper gunner, try to take down the elites as soon as possible. Use your Aether shroud, and that'll most likely be the best way you can do this, if not the only way while doing it solo. But in the end, I still did pretty damn well. Managed to walk away with a score of almost 400,000, 1,600 criticals, and almost 3,500 regular eliminations with a match bonus of about 16,000. Now imagine if this was double XP and double weapon XP. Man, I would have got so much XP for this, and I did level up a few times as well, which is also pretty awesome. Never a bad thing to level up a bunch, but in the end, I actually got about 19 camos for my gun, which is because I already did a few camo challenges before that, and I leveled it up a couple of times as well. But once that was all over, the only challenges I had to do were criticals and elite kills. I already finished every other camo challenge practically in this game. And honestly, I did everything for this gun today. Before I was actually recording this video, I was just doing a few tests to see what the salvage drop rates were for those mounted flashlights, and that's how I got those other few camos quickly. But if you take a look there, I only need to kill 4 more elites, and I need to get about another 500 or so critical kills, which can be done by round like 15 in my next game. So in the end, by round like 65, I got another gun golden. You guys can do it too. It's super simple. Following everything I told you in this video, you'll be able to get Dark Aether extremely fast. I'm telling you, by the time Season 2 comes out, I'll be so close. If not, I'll already have it. Anyways, guys, that's going to wrap up the video for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy it, and I hope this helps you guys out while you guys play zombies. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.